What is up, YouTube? So we've been working on some sleds here, specifically the Prox, the free one. This thing's a piece of shit and it's been kicking my ass. Alright, so admittedly this thing actually does run pretty good. It's still extremely dirty, and little things like speedo cable rubbing on the clutches. Who the fuck thought that was a good idea? But anyways, so a major issue I've been having with this thing is keeping it cool. I don't know what or how or why. I mean, I had this thing outside running on a snow berm, couldn't get it to bleed the coolant system. Just kept getting hot. Rear heat exchangers not getting any heat to them. So I knew I have good flow because, well, obviously I can see the flow in the coolant bottle. It is moving coolant. It just wasn't moving it through the rear of the sled. Brought it in here, jacked it as high as I could to get the front end elevated so all the air comes towards the bottle. Still fucking nothing. I was so close, man. I was like pulling hair out, like what the hell. I've bled hundreds, no exaggeration, hundreds of coolant systems on sleds, and I've never had this issue. Finally got it to where it was circulating through the rear of the sled. Kind of a weird deal though. I had to pinch the coolant bypass hose with a pair of pliers. So, because basically the way this works, your coolant goes from the heat exchangers here to the coolant pump, comes up through the motor, and then it is either sent down this hose to the rear heat exchangers or down the coolant bypass straight to this coolant bottle, and then it essentially just runs a circle with the motor. But I mean, I pulled the thermostat out. It was actually bent. Admittedly, the thermostat was fucked up, so I currently have no thermostat in it. And then I had to pinch the bypass line, so it forced all the flow down here through the heat exchangers, back through the brakes, and then once it goes past the brakes, it hits the bottle again and it can release the air. But we did that. I actually got temperature to the rear heat exchangers. I haven't really wrote it though, honestly, because, well, it's like negative, well, it's right around 0 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like negative 1 million in Celsius. I honestly don't know. But yeah, so we finally got that figured out. Still need to figure out, uh-oh, could try killing me. I forgot it was on jack. That don't stay up very good. Still need to figure out if the motor mount's actually bad or if it's just loose, and get this thing cleaned up. So I think at least getting it cleaned up is going to be one of my focuses for today, because this thing's pretty fucking gross. And then do a little inspection, see about the carb boot. Carb boot's right. The motor mount, that's what I meant. What's in here? Nothing. Damn it. I need a seat. So that's kind of a bummer. And if I really get frisky, I can go to Polaris and buy some recoil rope and some grips, or maybe I'll just go to Yamaha or Arctic. It's all the same shit. Don't matter what brand it is. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this thing cleaned up a little bit first, though, because it is fucking ugly. Oh, and also, this is the 99 XCSP 600 replacement. So as I bring new sleds like this in, it kind of replaces other sleds. So I am going to put the old 600 up for sale. I mean, it's fresh, rebuilt, crank, new connecting rods, the whole 9 yards. Super clean 600, old man owned, got all the paperwork from it, was brand new. If anyone's interested and you live in Alaska, it's important, hit me up. I'm gonna post it for like $1,500 and see if I can get that thing sold, put the money into other sleds, because that thing's pretty much just gonna sit now. Yeah, getting her cleaned up. Already liking the sled more now that it has less leaves and grossness on it. Apparently I cannot stay away from 97 700s right now. Dude hit me up. I had one. Supposedly the bottom end's locked up. But he said he had a new top end for it. Either way, it's got a black hood on it. Seat looks ripped, whatever. And I was like, man, I'll give you $200. Like, I'm not gonna pay a bunch of money for a fucked up 700. That looks pretty rough too. I've only seen one picture of it, but he was like, okay. And I was like, sweet. Well, apparently they're delivering it too, so I don't even have to go pick the damn thing up. Really, the only reason I bought it is because, I mean, I got a 97 bottom end there, and 98 motor there. That was a runner. And that's the blown up motor from the Prox 2. So I know the top end's bad on that, but the bottom end theoretically should be good on it still. In other words, I got parts, and $200, $200. I mean, hell, it's got CDI. That's good still. That's my $200 right there. These 97 700s are literally popping up everywhere around me. It's crazy, man. Anyways, I absolutely destroyed my garage. It's a filthy, disgusting mess. Literally, I just took the air hose and just sprayed the fuck out of it. Good old Mountain Dew box. Coming in clutch, covering the intake. So, yeah. It's not like scrubbed clean or anything, but there also isn't a million leaves sitting under the hood anymore. Or I tried getting most of the moss and stuff out of it, but this thing was pretty freaking gross. I mean, as you can tell, this sled has been sitting for a hot minute. It's got a lot of moss growing on it. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know. I might take a break on this. I got to go run to the ATM, grab some cash, and be ready for dude to drop off a sled to me, I guess. All right, we got this other sled here now. It's kind of a pile of shit. It's got some cool parts on it. It's got dual rates up front. For some reason, that rod was taken off. I think they took the end off because the rod for the front suspension is sitting right there. It's doing some crazy checkered painted nose cone, which is actually kind of cool. Yeah, box shocks all around, whatever. You can see how many miles are on it. This thing blew up around 2010, he told me. 7,100. But, you know, it's got a CDI and carbs and stock exhaust, all that, whatever. More clutches. Yeah. Seat almost was good, except for right there. And the motor. I think still has steel skis. Oh god, I'm slipping fell. Motor came to me like this. So, a couple primary clutches. Not sure why there's more than one, but this mint coolant hose. Like new crank. This is why the motor was disassembled. The crank was toast. But yeah, just a whole lot of parts. Been sitting for God knows how long. Some good cases though. And I do believe the 220 cylinders are good. They'll clean up. I don't see any issues with them. There's no bad scoring, nothing. So there's one good 220 cylinder, and here's number 2, full of spider webs and gross stuff. But again, I don't see any bad scoring or anything in there. Purple head looks good, just dirty. Like I said, this stuff's been sitting for pretty much ever. Another recoil, which is great. You can never have enough of these. I probably got 15 of those sitting around. But he also threw in some of his bolts. Don't know why he threw that in, but stuff like this, brand new bracket. So this would bolt to the bulkhead. This goes to the tub. And so these were like reinforcement kit or something for them. I don't really know. I've never seen them, but that's kind of cool. I don't know, just a whole bunch of yeah. Bogey wheels. It's got a good bearing though. Feels good. And apparently these eye some old carbides. Those will probably go in the trash though. Stock reeds. Yeah, those look stock. Yep. Stock. Oh, so that's kind of cool. A couple $100 piece of crap. 97,700. Don't really think I'll fix it. That's mostly because I know it's been wrecked a couple times. Main thing you want to look at with these is these footrests here. You can tell they clobbered shit. Like this one, you can see it's all bent and bowed up stuff. That means that whole section with the trailing arm mounts is kind of out of whack. But the hood, if you get rid of the leaf that's froze to it, actually looks really nice. I don't think there's any cracks in it that I've noticed. I haven't looked super close. Oh, there's a little crack right there. Custom mirror, sick. Another little crack right there by the choke. But not a bad hood. Not a bad hood at all. Yep, a little 136. I think that's an inch lug. We'll probably end up parting this one out. Nice windshield. Hell yeah. Nope, I lied. It's cracked. Oh well. But parts are parts, you know. I think I need to pull the Prox out of the garage. Pull this in because the 6-wheeler honestly really needs thought out, and then I can organize and stash all these parts. Well, I guess I really didn't get a whole lot done to the 600 minus cleaning it some, but that's probably going to be the end of this video because I got to go help some friends grab couch. I got volunteered thanks to Amber, but at least I'm getting food out of the deal, so it all works out. Until next time.